Triple-A baseball for you now on the show as we present coverage from the International League. Tonight, the first of this quick two-game series between the Columbus Clippers and the Louisville Bats. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Kayuri Maya will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Striding in, Duncan Erickson. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one just missed outside. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you,
well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires the side. Coming to the plate now, Scott Coburn, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Hit on the ground to first. Is he going to get out of this? He is, as he gets the 3 unassisted putout, and that ends the inning. So the error winds up not costing him as they leave the base. Into the box now, Duncan Erickson. First offering on its way. Right over the middle, knee high. A 1 pitch on its way. Fly ball out toward left center field. Allen is in pursuit, and that retires the side. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. 3 innings complete, all tied at 1-1. So striding forward now, Rich Zambrano.
Right field. Rich Zambrano.
To first. To second for 1. On to first, and they get them both.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Digging in once again, Duncan Erickson. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Erickson.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 0-1 the count. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Hey, he finds himself down 0-2 with the quickness. I know he's a great two-strike hitter, but this at bat, he's going to have to find a way to nickel and dime and get this thing back to even.
Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistake in location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. A three-run shot down the line in left. Home run number 15 for him thus far as they take the lead 4-3.
Boy, talk about how an inning can get away from you, right? Three-run homer already in this inning. They've yet to give up an out, and this could turn out to be one of those really...
Duncan Erickson will stand in again as we flash you back here to inning number 6. This was his three-run home run that's really been the key blow to this point in the ball game. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Bouncer to the left side. Badalucco right there. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Louisville's out in front here, 5-3. Digging in now, Duncan Erickson. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a knee-high fastball. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first. And tonight's one-run game comes to an end 6-5. Time for baseball of the AAA variety as the show brings you coverage from the International League. We've got baseball on the 4th of July between the Columbus Clippers and the Louisville Bats. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Carlton Gribble is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
Batting second.
So digging in now, Greg Allen. 3-2 pitch. Be a drag bunt. He gets it down. Erickson comes up with it, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. Time now to give you a look at the batting order. At the plate, Duncan Erickson. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. And that misses inside 1-0. Fellas, our visiting team as they take the field after a scoreless top half. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
Standing in, Jesse Winker in prior at-bats against Chris Heston. He's a perfect 2 for 2. Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back in there. Bounced softly in front of the plate. On to Encarnacion at first, and that ends the inning. An inning in the books tonight. Stepping into the box, Duncan Erickson. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry. And if you don't have a good feel on that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
Throw over to the bag, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Castaneda aboard here at first with nobody out. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Ready now, Greg Allen. He went down on strikes last time up.
Center fielder.
Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. This is on the ground over to first. Erickson has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here this half. Last half of the fifth coming up. Stepping up to the plate, Duncan Erickson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball one. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet, and I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Here now the 2-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So nothing happening this time around. In now is A.J. Ellis. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
A.J. Ellis.
On the ground to first. Can this be two? To second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. We'll move on now to the bottom. Standing in, Duncan Erickson. First delivery to him on the way. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Pops this one up. Tadano calls for it, and that's the second out of the inning. And tonight's comes to a conclusion. 6-1 the final. The Clippers took the lead in the
A coach hopes to help his player get more out of his plate appearances.
Welcome to MLB The Show in this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, the first of this three. Digging in, Duncan Erickson, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And guys, you take a look at our visitors here with the early lead tonight as we play the bottom of the first. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, this team's in the grind part of their schedule right now. Just had a short homestand, able to say hello to the family, kiss the wife, tuck the kids in at night, and they're back on the road again. This should be interesting to see the energy this team plays with today.
Barton waits on it. And the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no error. Digging in to try it again, Duncan Erickson. He flew out in his last at-bat. High in the air and deep to left center field. Barton going back to the track, but he can't get there. This splits the outfielders and heads toward the wall. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for.
Winker.
Here now the 2-2. Lifted down the line in left. Mora is after it. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Sean McDonald, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through into center field, base hit. And the tying run comes around to score from second.
Hey, there's a good job of battling right there, D-Row. Pitcher have the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take.
Ready for another shot now. Kenji Aoki, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Aoki.
Drilled to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Digging in and looking for more, Duncan Erickson, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit on the ground out for short. Uchida fields it cleanly, throws in time, and that's out number 1. Now at the plate, Duncan Erickson. He got on top of one. It was a ground out victim last time.
Duncan Erickson.
Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Skied down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Erickson is retired, and there's 1 away. Into the box, Duncan Erickson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Erickson.
Popped him up. Mesa has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half. So a big moment in the ball game here. Duncan Erickson, as he'll hit with the go-ahead run at third and 2 away. And with first base open, it looks as though they'll go after the next guy with the force at any base now in order and 2 men gone. At the plate, Jesse Winker, a 2-out hit would win it. Pass ball or wild pitch would do the trick just as well. Sent on the ground out to second. On to first, and we're headed to 13. Not a lot of runs put on the board in this one, but here's a guy that found a way to make a difference. He's the top player of the game.
Well, the numbers don't just jump out at you, but his lone hit was a really important one.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Toledo Mud Hens and the Louisville. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Mariano Ramirez, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year. He's turned around in a hurry. He pops up the changeup, heading out towards shallow right. Ruth ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup and one thing jumps out. The fact that there is a ton of swing and miss up and down the lineup. They lead the league in strikeouts, and I'll tell you what, could become a big problem today if this guy's hitting the outside corner.
Digging in, Duncan Erickson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Erickson.
Here's a look over to first. Runner back safely. First offering on its way. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Moving under it, Jones. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. What's this club going to need to focus on this evening, Mark?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look up and down this lineup. One thing jumps out. A lot of guys with some quality batting averages. They find themselves in the top.
Now in the box, Duncan Erickson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Duncan Erickson.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And the runner back. First pitch coming. Here it is. No balls and 1 strike. Now a move over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Line drive to left. This is right to him in left as he hardly has to move as he handles it. In now, Duncan Erickson. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Duncan Erickson.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Bats lead it 2-0. Settling in now, Duncan Erickson.
Number 17, Duncan Erickson.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High drive deep down the left field line. Jones sprinting after it. On the warning track, he makes the catch. 9 men come to the plate, however. 5 of them score.
Leading off for Toledo.
Leading off the inning, Carlos Mesa, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Even moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Jacoby Jones the next to hit. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take it. But if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
And he'll take this over to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, digging in the switch hitter, Mariano Ramirez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ground down the first baseline. Erickson takes it in. And he'll take this on to first. And they're down to their final out, 2 away.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
7-5 tonight's final. Louisville rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Kevin Shackelford. AAA baseball for you now on the show as we present coverage from the International League. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the Toledo Mud Hens and the Louisville Bats. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Kayuri Maya will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, one of the strengths of this guy is handling right-handed hitters. Right-handers coming into this game are hitting under 250 against this guy, so he's doing a lot of things right when the right-hander the batter's box.
Well, taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Duncan Erickson. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Mora calls for it. 2 down. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Dero, what's the word on this lineup as they go for the series sweep?
Hey, this lineup's got to do it a little bit differently. It's not the modern version of...
So here's the cleanup hitter, Duncan Erickson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Erickson.
First delivery to him on the way. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Keene is there for it. 1 away. Now batting, John Borman. He drew a walk his first time up.
John Borman.
The 0-1. To third. 5. 1 there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back with more on a Stepping in and ready for another shot, Duncan Erickson. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. On the ground to third. Rice is up with it. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Stepping in, Junior Mora. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now the 3-2 pitch. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? To second for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Well, they got the tying run on base, but one ground ball later, and it's gone. He's going to be frustrated with himself after that.
Now at the plate, Duncan Erickson. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Set to deliver the 0-1. Hit in the air out to center field. Jones is camped under this one. 1 down. A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score.
This AAA prospect, who had been generating some buzz, has gone cold of late. Once a player catches the public's eye, little he does, good or bad, will go unnoticed.